Hi everyone, my name is Connor and welcome back to this brief tutorial. We're going to be focusing on 8-angle pose or astavakrasana, and named after the sage Ashtavakra, and he was famous for having these 8 bends in his body that were kind of unusual bends. That's where the name of the pose came from. So I strongly advise you before doing any of this to have done a longer practice, just to make sure your body is warm and that you're ready to jump into something like this. This is a strong arm balance that requires a lot of core and body warmth before we go in. So if you are at that place, you're ready to move, let's just first start by coming into a little tabletop position. We want to make sure the shoulder blades, the scapula, are functioning properly and efficiently. So starting with some scapular push-ups, I just want you to keep the length in your spine and then drop your chest, keeping the arms straight. On an inhale, press the chest away. And think about that round in your upper back. And then exhale, just drop the chest. Inhale, press away. And exhale, drop. A few more times like that. So really getting into the scapula, the shoulder blades. And also switching on your core a little bit here. Good. And then from there, we can sit back on the feet for a moment. I just want you to come to a standing position at the top of your mat. So think samastitihi. And then begin by crossing your right ankle, your right foot behind your left ankle, and fold over your legs. So you've got a crossed ankle position. We need to play with this position a lot when coming into 8-angle and get that active squeezing of the legs together. Try walking your fingers over towards your left and just bow your chest for a moment. You might feel that in the IT band. If you need a block, grab a block. And come through center. Uncross your feet and change sides. Left foot behind right ankle, and then walk your hands or your fingers to your right. Bow your chin and chest. Come through center, uncross. Good. And then just roll up your spine and reach up. Arms down. Good. From there, we'll just reach up again, look up. Fold over your legs. And halfway lift. Step back to your plank. And just pause here in plank position. So again, rounding the upper back, finding that protraction of your scapula, so really wide in the shoulders. I'm going to press back to down dog from there, lift my right leg, and then step right foot, outside right hand. Okay, look forwards and reach your right arm forwards. Take a little rock and roll on your back foot. And then we're going to step or slide your left foot, your left leg between your front hand and foot. So I'm looking forward, stepping through and sitting down. Ha. Good. From there, I'm going to catch my left foot. Yeah. And just pull your chest towards your knee or your forehead towards your knee. Look to your big toe. Maybe interlace the hands. You could also bring the back of the hand around the back of the foot. But we want to lift the chest and find length in the spine first. So we'll start with one side and then we'll move on to the next, just kind of going step by step, slowing it down in the tutorial. So I'll bend my left knee first and maybe straighten your right leg out in front. Maybe I'll show you from this angle first, it might be easier. So I'm going to hold onto this foot, just maybe circle through the hip joint a few times, both directions. If you want to bring your left foot into the crook of your right elbow, from there you can like rock the baby side to side. Try and sit up tall. And then from here, what I like to do is first bring my right hand outside the left foot. And then I'm going to pull my knee back, like you're cocking the leg. So you're pulling the knee back. Nice. Then reaching the left arm to the sky. Get left arm inside left leg. And then hook left elbow. So you see left elbow is behind the thigh. So I'll just show you that again. I'm reaching up, sliding in, and hook. Good. So I'm holding the back of my heel here with my left thumb and index. That's just like a way for me to get maybe a little taller in my spine, find the right leverage. And then my left fingertips, they could come down towards the floor. And one option, if you want to play with straightening that leg first, you totally can, pulling on the right hand. But ultimately, as we come into the shape, the astavakrasana, the hands need to be down either side of your thighs. You can look towards the big toe of your right foot and lift your butt. And that could be enough, right? If you're newer to this. If you're going to go a little bit further, I'll face you here. Then what we want to do is lift up. I'm leaning forwards and then hooking right ankle over left ankle. So I'm going to lift, hook, and then squeeze in as I lean out to the side. And my hands are beside me. I'm pushing the floor away, looking forwards like you would in crow pose or something else. So again, it's that action of pressing, leaning, hooking, and then squeezing the legs out, squeezing out to the side. So we'll try it on the other side as well. I'll do it step by step again so you get the full tutorial. Just come to your high plank. Maybe take a little vinyasa if you want to rinse that out. Pausing in your down dog. And one other thing I'll mention is if you're at home and you're kind of like feeling like you need to build more of that core strength first to lift up, a good exercise to try at home is to bring blocks beside your thighs. And these are called lolasana lifts. So when we use the blocks, it brings the floor a little higher, a little closer to you. You can also do it without the blocks, but step one is to fold over the legs. Press down into the blocks and get your knees to your chest. So I'm pulling, pushing, pressing. My toes are down, and then I can come down. So again, I can do that action without blocks. Elbows stay in. Push, 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 and then maybe come down. You notice my back has that around. It's that protracting of the shoulder blades. Another option, if you have that and you can come up quite easily, is to press into the floor and then try and get your feet up as well. So I'll inhale, exhale, fold. Press down, lift everything. Push, 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 and then lower. So that helping you pull the body in to itself. Okay, coming back to down dog. Lift your left leg. Step outside. Left hand. So in this kind of lizard shape, I want to reach left arm forwards and look forwards. And then step or slide my right leg through to sit down. So same idea, catch the foot. Lift the chest, look to the big toe. On the right leg this time. And then slowly bend the knee, hold the foot, hold the knee, cradle your shin, and make your little hip rotations. So circling the leg around the hip joint, but trying not to get the knee. So just isolate the hip. Maybe bring the foot into the crook of your left elbow and then rock the baby instead, side to side. Good. From there, I can catch the outside of the right foot with the left hand, pulling the knee back. So cocking the leg again, pull the knee all the way back, reach the right arm up, slide the elbow in, and then hook the elbow behind the right thigh. So once the elbow is hooked, you're welcome to play with your compass variation again, like half compass, where you're maybe straightening the right leg, but this isn't really necessary for 8 angle. Working towards 8 angle, I'm going to get my hands down again, so framing the thigh, looking forwards, leaning forwards, right? So pushing the floor away, trying to get my butt up. And if the butt comes up, left ankle over right, slide the legs out to the side with my elbows bent, looking forwards in the direction of my fingers, and then release. Very hard to hold and speak at the same time, but I think you get the idea. Practice those little exercises, like anything involving the rounding and the protracting of your back, as well as arm balancing, will help. Another fun little exercise to try if you're at home and you want to practice crossing the ankles in an arm balance is from your crow pose. Start with your right ankle behind your left, then bend your knees out to the sides and get your knees up onto your elbows or triceps to squeeze and lift with crossed ankles in crow. So same thing. If you can do a regular crow, try it with crossed ankles. Both sides, so both directions, ankles crossed. It's a great preparatory pose for that astavakrasana. Awesome. And once you're done, just come back onto your knees, bring the backs of your hands on the mat, just to massage out your wrists. Counter all that wrist strength. Maybe turn the wrists away from you. And I would just bring the fingers together, make a few wrist rotations with your hands, one direction. And then change that direction. You could shake out the wrists or flick your fingers. And we'll take a moment here, just inhale to lift the shoulders, exhale down your back. Inhale, lift, and down. Couple more. And change the direction. Good. From here, fingertips either side. I would just rotate through your neck, moving the head from side to side, just to release your neck a little. It tends to create, when we do a lot of those strong arm balances, we can't help but build up tension into our traps and our lats down the side body. So just making sure that you counteract all the strengthening afterwards with a little bit of downtime, stretching, and gentle release. Next time your right ear comes over to your right shoulder, bring your right hand there. Release that and change sides. Left hand, top of the head, left ear to left shoulder. Release that. And that's it. Thank you guys so much. Enjoy the rest of your day and have fun practicing that at home.